Hello to everyone. It's so nice to see you. It's so nice to see familiar faces, and also it's so nice to see new faces. My name is Pinar, and I'm doing storytelling for 5 years. And with the Encounters team for 5 weeks, we are focusing on each time a new theme to tell stories interactively to children. And now, let's begin. So today we are going to focus on the memorization techniques. Of course, it's nice to read stories, and of course, it's nice to read stories together. But in this program, we are going to focus on how actually we can tell stories without learning by heart, but telling more authentically, telling whatever the story shows in our images. So I really like this beautiful sentence of Neil Gaiman. Fairy tales are more than true, not because they tell us dragons exist, but actually because they tell us dragons can be beaten. And in that sense, in stories, there are so many interesting archetypes, so many interesting symbols, so many interesting small, tiny story world things that is creating a reflection in your world. And how can you tell those kind of details to your child interactively? This is the second session. For those who already joined to our session, already knows, we focus on firstly how to wake up our imagination, and we focus on very interesting characterization last time, like the earth and the fire, and which one as water, fire, which one I forget, the earth, the fire, the air, and the water. Yes, I find out. If is there any interesting feedback, or if there is a reflection about the last week, we are really looking forward to it. Just send us a messages. And for next week's, we are going to use how to use polarities in my stories. And now, here is the question. What can be the difference between reading a story and telling a story? Is there anyone in this room who wants to share his own opinion? Also, sharing his or her opinion means using the chat. That's always nice as well. If nobody wants to share, then I'm just saying. Reading a story means using the beautiful words, whatever the right words. But when you tell a story, you really create your own world. You really create your own images, and you are able to tell the story as you are, as your authentic self. In that sense, for today's menu, we are going to focus first the story called The Monkey and the Crocodile. And then we will focus on some memorization techniques. We will play 3 games. One of them is individually, 2 of them is as a partner work. Sarah, in that sense, is going to help me. And I have a very beautiful suggested practice. And I even created a homework this time for you. And at the end of this session, you can ask me any questions, whatever you want. So now, just close your eyes or just stay wherever you are. Now it's the time of story. Long, long time ago, there lived a monkey, namely Raktamukha. And this monkey is so special. So special because he knows how to enjoy from life. He's mostly spending his time in mango trees, jumping one branch to another, and then enjoying the sun, and then playing his guitar. And then again, eating a mango, and then jumping from one branch to another, and then enjoying the sun, and then playing a guitar. And again, eating a bit of mango, and then jumping from one branch to another, and then enjoying the sun, and then playing a guitar. In this place, there was a river closer to this mango trees, and one female crocodile watching this monkey very, very slightly, very, very slowly. What a happy monkey. He's enjoying the most beautiful mangoes. He's enjoying the sun. He's playing the most beautiful music. Then, his heart should be so delicious. So this female crocodile just came to her home and asked to her husband, "Kocacığım, kocacığım, kocacığım, my man, my man, my man, do you see this monkey?" Yeah. This monkey is eating the most delicious mango, is playing the most beautiful music, is enjoying the sun. I want his heart in my dinner. Yeah. Can you bring it to me? Canım, my wife, we are in the river and the monkey is on the above of the tree. How can I bring his heart to you? Onu bunu bilmem anlamam. I want it. I just want to bring it back to me. So what can the male crocodile can do? So he thinks and he thinks. He thinks even more and he thinks even more. And then he has an idea. And this male crocodile slowly come to the part where the monkey is staying to these mango trees. And then he asked, "Hey, the monkey was enjoying the sun at that moment, and with his sunglasses, just look at it. Hey." And then the crocodile asked, "I'm seeing you, my friend, for a while. You're always eating the same mango. You're always enjoying the same sun. You're always playing the same music. Don't you know? The other part of the river, there is a big island. And in this island, there is not only mango trees, there is also banana trees. There is also apple trees. And that's not the only thing. There are also other monkeys, not only you. And they play such a nice music all the time. Don't you get bored in here? Don't you feel lonely?" At that moment, the monkey see all these bananas, all these apples, all these new monkeys, all these monkeys who is dancing and making music. And he asked, "Yes, I want to go there. How can I go there?" And then the crocodile says, "Well, just jump on my back. Just here. Come here." The monkey just jumped to the water and he was up of the crocodile. And they started to go in the river slowly. And at that moment, the crocodile started to laugh. "My wife will be so happy. Your heart will be our dinner tonight." For those technical situations, I'm really actually grateful for your patience, but I'm hoping that you hear my story and you enjoy the story, because for the next sessions, we need to focus on the story now. If it is okay for you, I'm continuing. Sarah and Alvaro, all is fine for you as well? Yes, perfect. So, you hear the story and we have all these technical problems. Maybe you don't remember what happens, what doesn't happen. It really doesn't matter. Because especially for long fairy tales, for long stories, there is no way literally to remember everything. But still, there are the things coming to your mind. Right now, I want to ask you to take one page and one pen, and we are going to make very beautiful memorization techniques called 7 sentence, 3 sentence, and 1 sentence. So you just listen a story from me, the crocodile and the monkey, and if you can write a story with 7 sentences, how it would be? Not 6, not 8, 7 sentences. Right now I'm going to ask you to focus on for the 7 sentences.
I have a question before that.
Yes.
Should we focus on the story you told us, or should we focus on another story in our mind?
The story that I told you right now. But if you didn't have the chance to listen my story properly, you can use any other story that come in your mind. The idea is focusing on how I can actually write one story with 7 sentences with my own words. Thank you, Ogül, for the question. I started. It can be basically a description. It can be basically some sort of dialogue. It doesn't matter. But it is your 7 sentence which makes the story unique for you. In that sense, maybe for one sequence to another sequences, you might have some gap in your mind. It's really okay. Right now we are in a skeleton part. Now I again ask you to focus on the same story or the story that you prefer to work right now, telling it only with 3 sentences. In that sense, I want to repeat it. It's not like 7 sentences and then I'm going to add 3 sentences. Now you basically try to tell the story by writing only using 3 sentences. Enjoy. Slowly, slowly, let's complete our sentences. I hope that after the 7 sentence work, writing the whole story with 3 sentences is easier for you. So it means that the most important point in the story, those 3 moments for you. And if we would be in a workshop that we all can see what we wrote, we will also experience how different for each of us. In that sense, I really highly encourage you to write from the chat if you find any sort of interesting discovery. And now we are going to focus the most excited part of this memorization technique. You will just write the story with one sentence, but there is no and. Like it's not like this, and this. It's really only one sentence for you. And this is actually the essence of the story, the essence that you want to give your child, the essence that you want to give your audience. And enjoy. So, how is the one sentence work? Did you find it challenging, or did you find it, wow, I didn't realize it? I wish and I hope that you really enjoy this practice. Now you have a skeleton actually for your story. And you can basically use this 7 sentence, 3 sentence, 1 sentence work everywhere in your presentation, in your storytelling sessions, and while you are telling stories for your child. So now we are also going to focus another game called visualization of the story. So now, imagine that you are a bird and you are flying over the land of the story. When you look down, what are you seeing? In that sense, we are going to work about the geography of the story, not about the characters. For example, where is the place where the monkey eats mango? Where is the place where the crocodile's home? Where is the place that masculine crocodile is coming? Is it on the right part, on the south, on the north? How is in your storytelling land? For this right now, Sarah is going to put you in a room that you have a partner. And as partner, please ask your partner how old he is or she is. Whoever small is going to start. And just one small remind, it will be 5 minutes work. So in the last, in the end of the 4 minute, sorry, you will see a warning. I hope you enjoy. If you really enjoy this game, we even have more game to play together. So the next game is, what is your favorite scene in the story? I wish and I hope that you all enjoy and able to listen my story. So for now, I really want to give you the attention for your favorite scene. One scene, not more. And for the next partner work, focus on only one scene and one sense. By saying sense, I'm talking about sight, hearing, tasting, smelling, and touching. As you know, all of us is unique in terms of experiencing senses. Some people is very talented in terms of hearing. Some people is so talented in terms of smelling. Some people is so talented in terms of sight, touching, and tasting, so on. So therefore, whatever you are good, this is your option one, whatever you are good in the sense, if you are good in the hearing sense, please focus on hearing sense, and please share it with your partner in this game. While you are telling the story, your partner has the right to interrupt you and ask some questions. Is it clear for all of you what we are going to do right now? If it is not, I can actually show with one of the volunteers.
Can you show maybe? Because what kind of questions should we ask, for instance? I didn't understand.
Ogül, do you want to tell one of your favorite scene? And can you please tell me which sense we want to focus? I'm going to do it to you now.
My favorite scene was that the monkey was sitting on the branch of a tree and enjoying the sunlight, playing guitar.
Okay, can you start to tell the story? Which part I should focus? Which sense?
Eyes. No, I don't know how to.
Seeing.
Görmek, evet.
Seeing. Okay, just you start. I'm going to ask some questions to help you.
Okay. So the monkey was sitting on a branch of a tree that was so huge and very high from the ground.
What is the color of this tree? Is it mango tree? What kind of tree?
It is I don't know how a mango tree looks.
Exactly. Go ahead. That's why we do these questions.
It is full with leaves, and leaves are very yani kalın. What is? I can't speak now.
I understand you.
It's thick and it has many different colors. Some are very light green, some are darker green, and ask me what.
And what the monkey is wearing at that moment? Is he wear anything?
He wears a t-shirt, yellow t-shirt.
Is there any brand in the t-shirt? Is there any?
There is a banana.
Banana. So as you see, while you are doing this small game, you really focus on very small, tiny details according to the sense what your partner is saying. So now with your partner, you have 8 minutes together. It's a quite long period. So when you enter to the room, please again ask the age of your partner, and who is the smaller is going to listen this time, not tell. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Enjoy. In my session, I really can go very deeper, in a story, like very interesting, small, tiny details in one senses in this favorite scene. So now, if nobody wants to share any particular experience, remember, you can always write to the chat. I want to also continue to my slides. So right now, I want to give you some suggestions because we are not face-to-face. You can always use the visual storyboard in your stories. Let's imagine that the story that we have is extremely long. Some of the fairy tales are really long. For this, you can really make your own storyboard, which is actually each frame is telling one scene. And from this visual moment, you can really focus on each sensations. You can also play with your children about those storyboard. What happens in the part of this story? Can you describe the senses, or can you describe how the crocodile teeth looks like? Those kind of small, tiny details. Focusing on each time one senses, you can create an incredibly rich storytelling world. And I want to share one of the beautiful storyboard that my friend Handan made. well, we don't have any idea about the story basically, but it's not very difficult to invent a story. There is a very beautiful queen or king story, and there is a transformation of the bird, for example. This is really helping you a lot to make your story in your authentic level. And also, since we storytellers are always eager to tell the favorite scene what we have, as a mother or father or sister, always remember your favorite scene. And for this favorite scene, you can even focus on more by focusing on storyboard to see the colors, also focusing on the land, the geographical map that we did at the beginning. And you can also focus on different senses. So now, before saying goodbye to each other, I actually want to say something very important. As a person who is telling a story to our child, the main thing after having the skeleton, after entering the storytelling world, after giving even more rich images in our stories, the main thing is always the connection between you and the story, because you are telling the story, you are not reading the story anymore. Therefore, always ask what the story is asking to you. Those kind of questions can be open questions. They can be very personal questions. They can be very philosophical questions. Why this female crocodile is not happy? Or why this monkey is so alone? Is he really happy? Or does this female crocodile really thinks that this mango is the heart of monkey? So on, just giving some examples. Whatever touched to you and whatever you are curious about the story, those kind of small questions is always helping you while you are telling the story. And then you actually kind of discover, wow, I didn't know that. And exploring the 17 is really nice to understand what is the morality of the story and what can I give my child as a hard topic. In life, there are so many cruel things, and actually in fairy tales, there are so many cruel images that is belonging to some themes. This theme can be jealousy, this theme can be that. These themes are the things that is not very easy to share with our children. Theme in the story, then you can also go more deeper in your stories. The useful sources I want to share some important books from the Storyteller's Ways and Introduction to the Art of Inventing Stories. And for the story of the monkey and crocodile, please check it if you have the time and read it, and you will see actually the difference between to tell a story and to read a story. I hope you enjoy my workshop. Is there anyone in this room who enjoyed the workshop? Actually, I want to ask first. Yay! Woohoo! I'm happy. We are going to meet again the next Thursday at 9 o'clock. And questions and answers, if you have, this is the time.
I have a question.
Tell me, Ogül.
Are these 7 themes actually 7 sentences, or what do you mean by?
Oh, actually, very good question. I didn't think like that. It's very, it's a like a universal 7 themes like love, hate, death, jealousy, violence, justice. Those kind of theme that is not reachable, that is not tangible. Yes, I find the right word. They are untangible topics, but they are the themes, and each story has a different themes according to your inner world also. And you know, in stories, there are always the good sides and bad sides. But when we focus on those specific theme, actually, then we can go even more deeper about the sense of good and bad. And we can also tell the story more deeply.
Thank you.
Thank you.